folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. It's Saturday, April 18th here in central Oklahoma. It's a beautiful day. It's probably about 62, 65 degrees, somewhere in there. It was a little chilly this morning, but it's warmed up nice with the sun out. Not got a light breeze, and man, the bees are, so we've had a cold spell, and we had 2 nights that were like right on the borderline of freezing, and that was Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and it's been pretty chilly ever since then. And the bees weren't flying much, but right now it's mid-afternoon, and man, they are just unloading. I got a shot running down the line there of them all, but they're all doing orientation flights and cleansing flights here almost all at the same time. It's pretty neat. It's almost like a swarm, but I don't believe it is. I'm keeping my eye on them, but pretty neat seeing all the bees in the air for a change. Today, it's been over 10 days since I pulled some splits, and the first thing I'm going to do is the very first split I pulled off of hive number 14, the Stingnado hive, where I got the queen out of there. She's laying in the frame on the very edge, so she's crowded. So I'm going to expand that very first hive number 1 now, which is a split off of number 14. I'm going to expand that into a 10 frame hive. So let's get started. Okay, real quick before I get over there, show you what I brought down here. So I brought one frame that's drawn out and nice clean comb. So I'm going to put this towards the center and give that queen something to immediately lay in. And I've also got 4 frames that were from some of my absconded hives that I didn't catch in time last fall, and they had a lot of moth damage in them. And I cleaned them up and put a coat of wax on them, nice thick. You can kind of see it really thick right there. Use a little 4-inch roller and hot wax and just rolled it right on there. So the bees will really take to this plastic frame when it's got original beeswax on it. The ones you buy have a little bit on there, but not very much. But and they do work, but when you coat them like this, man, they take to them really fast. Boy, they're really getting after it. This one here is starting to come out pretty heavy there on the left. That's cool. Okay, here's our splits. So the one on the left has the original queen from 14 in it, and the one on the right is just a split that had a queen cell. I'm not sure, so I cut a queen cell off and put it on a frame in either this one, or there's one back there on my right, and I don't remember which one it was. I was kind of in a hurry to get out of there, and I didn't pay much attention to what I put where. So let's get in here real quick, and we're going to expand this out of this 5 frame nuke into a 10 frame deep. Okay, looking at our entrance there, everything looks good. Got some bees coming and going. Got my bottom board, everything set up back there on the bee stand. So what I'm going to do is I'll get them all the frames pulled out of here and put into the box over here. Get them arranged how I want them, and then when I'm ready, I'll switch them out. Okay, we're going to smoke them a little bit just to kind of occupy them. I'm going to, instead of shaking those off, I'm going to set that right here. So our queen was on this frame here last time. So when I'm going to put this brood frame here right next to this frame that's got the comb on it. So she'll go off of that frame that's got her eggs and brood. She can just bounce right over to that other one if she's still on this one. She may not be on it right now. Lots of pollen there. Last time she was on this frame right here. I'm not seeing the eggs there. I may have moved that frame to the inside. Yeah, here's a brood frame. So this queen is marked green. And there she is. Right there. She's a nice looking queen. So I'm going to put her right against that undrawn comb. And I'm going to take this one that has all the pollen right here and put it on the other side of it. Get this bottom board cleaned off. You don't want to leave that crusty stuff on here. Hive beetles get in that and lay their eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set on here. Just in case that queen was to fall off, she'd still be in the box. Okay. And I'm going to put this entrance reducer on there, on the large setting. Now I'm going to leave these empty ones to the outside. I'm doing that so I don't have drawn out thick frames from honey. So this is mainly capped brood that's emerging. And same way on this side. And she's been laying on here, so I'm going to put this more towards the center. There's mostly eggs at the top of that and cap down below. Same way on this side. So that's directly on the right next to that new frame that had all the empty comb. So we got two strong brood frames on both sides of that empty comb. And this is a honey frame. Okay, now we'll pull the switcheroo on them. Should see them start piling in there. Okay, short and sweet. That's how you do it. That's how I do it. Has a little jiggle to it, so I put a little stick underneath one corner here so it doesn't wiggle around. And that inner cover has a hole on it that's for a jar, so if you wanted to do a jar feeder on that, you could put another deep box right here and put your jar in there and then put your lid on it. That way other bees can't get to it. So that's a good thing about this inner cover right here. I got that at Man Lake. So that's it. Queen from hive number 14 is doing a good job here. She's laid up a couple of frames already, looks like, with lots of fresh eggs. She's not going anywhere. She's happy to be right here. She'll build this up, and this should become a double deep towards the end of the year. We probably won't get any honey off of this. They're going to spend all their energy and resources building up. That queen will likely supersede next year, and it'll requeen, or she'll make swarm cells and want to leave here. And then the following year is when this hive will be a really nice producer for honey. So that's it for the video. Give me a thumbs up if you would, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.